Welcome back to RVMan. In this episode, we are going to continue to get rid of the Outlaws and the Shadow Operatives, as they have been running amok since episode 167. We are backed by former enemies, including Glenn, but we may end up meeting some new allies along the way, hopefully.
The street gangs have joined the riot to loot and torch everything in sight. They've even got those punks in on the action to lay waste to the city. But why? They've even started raising hell on my turf. You better go and put a stop to that right now. You don't need to take out all of them. Just concentrate on dropping their leader and the rest of them will turn tail and run. Now go. I'm counting on you.
Well, we're gonna have to take Bane down. But before we do, we're gonna need somebody who's capable of doing that. Because as it stands, the only one I probably can is Dwayne. And myself. Considering everybody else have weak body parts. And Bane's a submissionist. Go figure. I'm pretty sure this is all part of his plan. What, with him not having a gas mask and all? Anyway, get used to seeing Bane, because you'll be seeing him a lot. After all, we're dealing with the Shadow Platoon. The only person to focus in this fight is Bane. So remember, you don't really have to beat the other guys. It would be... Oh, excuse me one second. Aldo's Time Lord's powers kicking in again. Anyway, it would be best if you do so for health, but the main objective is Bane. And, of course, we're going to end this. Now, any other soldier that's been targeted, you just go after them. But to keep yourself from being, you know, overran, it's best that you deal with the opposition first before going after the target. That's basically going to be how it works. Anyway, I realize that I have uneven my developments. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find some place to put it and just even it out eventually. I lost so much track of time with that. But now it's time for us to continue on with our fighting against the Hatchet Man. Oh boy.
The Outlaws have recruited Chris, a brawler who's worked as a bouncer at a bar and is an enforcer for a loan shark downtown. Word is, he's got you in his sights. Brawlers have gotten by on their neutral status because they haven't been affiliated with any gang turfs. But hey, that's no reason why we shouldn't take them out if they start giving us trouble. Go say hello to our little friend, and take a partner with you. Chris has plenty of street fighting experience, so stay on your toes.
And this is the part where everyone who's played Tekken 3 and onward say, "Curse you, Eddie Gordo." Trust me, you're going to be fighting someone with that exact style. And it won't be pretty.
Yo, over here!
Alright, Chris, you have to definitely time your reversals as far as Chris is concerned. As far as Chris is concerned, once a capoeira expert start a combo, it's going to be hard to reverse them. This mission basically is to take everyone down. And as far as for your partner, he or she should hold their own against the heavyweight goons that are backing up Chris. Chris himself, you're gonna have to double team this little bastard in order for you to actually catch him off guard. Not to mention, you're gonna have to reverse him as well. Thankfully, Katanashi is at a higher endurance than what I am, so if anything would happen to me, I could just switch over to Katanashi and he could take over everything else. With the R2 button, by the way. The only problem is, when it comes down to these goons, you have to make sure these goons are down for the count in order for you to take out Chris without any problems. Anyway, now that we've beaten him, now we have 2 abilities, development points that we could put towards all of our abilities. And at this rate, I'm not sure where to put it. Or at least I lost track of it. I'll get everything even up once again, because it needs to be even, especially for later battles. Not saying any names. Anyway, now we'll have to save Glenn's sorry hide in this next mission.
The Boxers have teamed up with the Shadow Platoon to go after Glenn, who's chilling back at their hideout. Some of the Boxers from the West Side Gym were known to have had a hand in the rioting, so it seems like the Shadow Platoon were able to bring them on board. Glenn might not have been a saint, but we don't want him ending up in a hospital now. You've got to get over there right now and help him out.
I know Glenn is a pussy, but we gotta save him. It's all part of the mission. Quite frankly, in order for this to work, you're gonna have to isolate the guys that are coming to attack Glenn away from him. Sounds easy, right? It is, except for one thing. Glenn loves to charge into the fray. Now then, you're gonna have to, like, break them off of him. And that button that says attack others, that right there is to get people off of Glenn whenever he's double teamed. So like when they're in the middle of a hold or in the middle of a punch, you can just press R2 and try your best to rescue Glenn. Now then, let's deal with Bane, because Bane may be the worst person to leave alive, especially with his submissions. But since the rest of these guys are boxers, they should go down like bitches. So as far as for this mission is concerned, focus on, if not one person, at least focus on Bane. Alright, now that we've gotten more ability points, let's put them to good use. And I'll make sure everything will be even out by the end of this part. If not, it'll be by the end of the next episode. And now we have a deal and we get to meet Jake again. This time he'll be fighting with us.
Jake's been laying low ever since losing to you in that fight, but he's just turned up. I'm ready to make him a deal, but it looks like he's gotten in deep with the street gangs on the outskirts of the city. I've already prepared the cash. Make short work of those scumbags and get Jake back here in one piece.
Now, we get to fight side by side with Jake instead of fighting against Jake. Well, you know what that means? Someone's gonna get wrecked! And it's a damn shame these guys are just local thugs. They would have actually served their purposes on my side. But no, that's not going to happen. Instead, I'm gonna have to break them. That's right, I will break each and every one of them. Badly. Funny thing is, this would be the first time... Ooh, damn, we killed that guy. That was awesome. We just fucking nailed that guy. I was about to say, this is the first time we have seen these group of guys together without Miguel. And well, it looks like Jake is holding his own. Well, let's end him. And man, this was a quick battle. I told you these guys was gonna get wrecked. And did they get wrecked or did they get wrecked? Alright. That battle was just pretty much easy. You just got two wrestlers there. And now we've got the derelict. Really?
The industrial district is a buffer zone between the inner city and the residential area of respectable citizens. However, due to the recent downturn in the economy, it has practically become a ghetto. The Outlaws have been seen going in and out of a building in that area. I'm guessing that's their hideout. Destroy it before they start running amok. Their hideout is located underground, so mop them up nice and fast before they can call in reinforcements. Because if they do, you've got no place to run.
The only reason why I said really because derelict is a Doctor Who reference. But nonetheless, we only have a limited amount of time to beat 3 Almighties. As I told you, if any of, well, except for that one guy in the middle, if any of these Almighties end up triggering their power-up special attack, they will be invincible. As such, they will deal lots of damage. You gotta be careful because despite Jake's grappling ability and his wrestling abilities, it will lead to you getting double or triple teamed by these shirtless dudes. And the last thing you need is to be triple teamed by shirtless dudes. But as I was trying to say, you'd be triple teamed by the Almighty, and they're pretty strong. I mean, after a few hits, they pretty much knock most of my health down to like a quarter, man. Well then, we certainly clean house of these guys, because now there's only one left. Oh good, special meter potion. That's okay, he's done for. You are dead. Anyway, it's basically been like ass whooping after ass whooping. Man, I'm going really fast with this. We're almost out of the 30s, people. As a matter of fact, I think we're in like mission 39. Wow.
Park is a brawler in the industrial district. He knows Taekwondo and specializes in conflict resolution. He has no affiliation with the Outlaws or the Shadow Platoon. But in an unfortunate turn of events, one of Dwayne's boys mistook him for a rioter and decked him. Park, understandably upset, has been attacking every Zap's crew he sees. He can't be left hanging around the industrial district like this, so take someone with you and sort him out.
Yay! New character to fight! Meet the Hwarong clone, the only Taekwondo clone in the entirety of this game. And for good reason. Hwarong is one of the better fighters in Tekken. And now, we meet a guy with his moveset. Be careful, because Park's reversals are pretty fast and pretty hard-hitting. And as is his combos. I mean, utilize double team, but for the love of God, be careful. Because Park is boss status. Well, boss status whenever he uses his, power-up. I mean, he's almost dead, but damn. Park definitely got some vicious kicks on him. It's just the fact that his punching is pretty much subpar. Which is all the more reason why I was able to defeat him like that. If it was his legs, then maybe it would have been a longer time, but his arms, just because of the fact he has low upper body strength, yeah, his arms would easily be damaged. And now we're at the last mission
Dwayne got a
to
tip
deal
on who
with.
kidnapped KG and is headed downtown. I know the KG incident makes his blood boil, but it's unlike him to fall for such an obvious trap. He's completely losing it, and if it's an ambush, he won't stand a chance. The Zap said he left a while ago. Go and help Dwayne before it's too late. Hurry!
Well, we're gonna have to go in with Dwayne once again, because the moment he heard KG's kidnapper was on the loose, he's gonna go out and start kicking people's asses, only to get his ass kicked himself. So to prevent that from happening, he'll have to try to jump in. And is that Bane? Yes, that is Bane. Apparently, he still wants to tell us about the plan. Well, unfortunately, we still have 3 other guys to deal with. And Dwayne already beat the hell out of somebody else. So yeah. You gotta make sure Dwayne is definitely safe. Because we've got not one, but 2 submission experts. Because you see, these 2 submission experts tend to double team submission people. And unfortunately, I made sure he didn't, which is a good thing. This is why I keep my stats balanced, people, so I'll be able to stand a chance. But when it comes down to the fight with Dwayne, it's going to get hectic if you don't take out the submission guys first. But then again, I did fine anyway. But nonetheless, I will see you guys in the next episode when we continue more of taking down the Shadow Platoon and Outlaws.